And we are live.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to share this over here to my page. Do I sound okay, Brett?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let's see here. We're going to let some folks file in here, guys, for those of you watching. And then we'll get up and running. What's up from Chicago? How we doing? Chicago, here for the snow.
Chicago's going to get a lot of snow, it looks
A lot
like.
of snow. All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Hey. Could there be a decent storm for Ohio? There could be. Hello, Jim, Christy. We do great work. Thank you. Good afternoon. Hello. Brett, we do great work.
Good. I appreciate it.
Hello. Let it snow, bros. All right, let it snow.
A lot of folks on YouTube today.
Yeah, please don't stop social media stuff. Excuse me. A little gift here from our friends at Chattanooga Whiskey. Their rep dropped by yesterday and brought all kinds of amazing stuff. This cask, this cask strength 111 proof is pretty fantastic. Had it yesterday and it was really, really good. Which reminds me, I do want to remind you all before we get going, my next live will be tonight at 8 o'clock.
Ooh.
For Weather and Whiskey. And I'm excited. Tonight, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., Weather and Whiskey. We're going to talk about all things weather, all things BAM. We're going to try some whiskeys, and we're going to talk about the storm coming in. So we're excited tonight, 8 o'clock. Brett, they're saying you have feedback or echo. I don't know.
Let me...
I don't get that, but if they're saying it, the people are saying it.
All right. I'll fix it.
Awesome. Well, this bottle was shared between 6 people, so calm down. And there's a decent amount left, but when 6 people share it, you. But all right, awesome, guys. Welcome to the stream this afternoon. A little after 2 o'clock Eastern. Michael Clark here with BAM Weather. My cohort partner here, Brett Waltz. He is fixing a mic feedback issue. Brett, if you want to just come in here and make it easier, I don't care. Yeah. We will, let's fix this.
I think it's because the sound carries in the office.
Yeah, it might be. Brett's just going to come in here and sit next to us, and then we're going to get into an update for what's interesting is the trends in the data this morning, and we have certainly some interesting ones for sure. We're gonna share with you. So, Brett, slide on over for the people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Brett's not really a whiskey drinker, though.
No. The weather and wine, that was my idea.
It was, yeah.
And
we had a great run with it. We had some fun.
We did. We did a lot of cool things. We went to Huber's and Cedar Creek, and we did some fun stuff with that. So
this is fun comment of the day. Look what Andrew says. Don't feel bad, Michael. I'm 4 margaritas in. All right, that's fun.
Good for you.
Good for you. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Well, here's what we would love for you all to do. Share this with a friend, tag a friend, retweet it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, whatever the case may be. We would appreciate the support, the shares, and all that. And I'm going to start talking weather here with you all and getting you guys updated on all of the things here.
And also be sure, shout out to Custom.
Yes, they are coming actually here. Thank you for reminding me. Streams are powered by our friends at Custom Restoration here in Indianapolis. You can find them at on their website or Facebook. Anything you need: fire damage restoration, water, mold, frozen pipes, you name it. These guys are they're powering some streams for us coming up.
For sure.
So we appreciate that.
And based on weather, they're probably going to be busy this winter.
100%.
So be sure to get in and give them a call when you need it.
100%. So what you guys see here is, and I'll talk about some of the changes with clarity and all that stuff here in a little bit. So stand by. I see some questions, and we'll get to that. But here, let's take a look at radar right now. This is the big wind system coming through.
Big low pressure system that's moved up across parts of the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest today. A ton of lake effect beginning to ramp up across Michigan this afternoon. Probably some very heavy lake effect snow persisting the next couple of days across western Michigan and then northeast Ohio as well. Some very heavy snow east of Cleveland. This is an important system because it's the one that's bringing in the cold air.
Yep.
Which is going to help set the stage for the post Black Friday system.
Mm-hmm. And here's the lake effect Brett was talking about. This is just the next 24 hours. So from now until tomorrow, 2:00, some of these folks up here looking at over 15 inches of snow, possibly up there here near Kalamazoo, upwards of 6.5 inches. And a wind advisory. You see wind expected to gust up to 45 miles per hour, and those stretch all the way down to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Where we're looking for winds 40 to 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's been very breezy. And I do think that's important to keep in mind in terms of you're probably going to see some snow showers, some snow flurries, some grapple this afternoon across central Indiana. But because of the wind and because the temperatures are above freezing right now, not really going to see any impacts out of that. Yeah,
we can see where the cold's coming from up in North Dakota, though. It's 13 degrees in November is cold.
They're going to be below zero, I believe, early next week. So it doesn't happen that often, even up there that early in the season.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, let's take off some layers and look at a couple things. First is the wind, right? This is the future wind layer from Clarity. And this is ushering in the change really ahead of the next system. You can see some of these winds up here over 50 miles an hour.
Hold on to your hats.
Yeah, I mean, it's already been excessively windy. It's going to last into tonight, even into early tomorrow morning. Late tonight while we're sleeping, wind gusts here locally still of upwards of 40 miles an hour. Look at this up near the mountains in the east. That's wild. Mm-hmm. That's some, what do we have there? That's an 85 mile an hour wind.
Up in the mountains.
Wow, that's crazy. So this is bringing in the change for sure. And I think really the main question to what we have coming is the trend in the models and what do we think about them? What do we think about these trends? Brett, I have lined up GFS, Euro, Canadian, the ensembles, and the blend. I'm going to show everybody the trends. What are you thinking about these trends? Let's talk about it. This is the GFS.
Number one, this system has been a whirlwind from really the beginning. Mm-hmm. It started south, and then it was right over central Indiana, and then it was all the way in northern Illinois, and now it's trying to bring the accumulated snow back down in really through the entirety of Indiana on the latest runs. Mm-hmm. And so confidence, I think, first and foremost, just to be transparent, is not very high right now for this distance.
100%.
I would say, and I think based off kind of what we were looking at a little bit earlier in the week, the upper level setup is there to favor a colder setup and to favor snow further south. Mm-hmm. The challenge, and I think that what will ultimately end up happening is a very sharp gradient, a sharp cutoff, because we have a lot of warm air that will be surging north around the same time. So a true clashing of air masses, which is going to lead to some very heavy snow, northern Illinois. My gut right now is probably snowier than the European model, which is what you're showing here. You can see a very sharp cutoff along and north of I-70, but not as snowy as the GFS.
Sure, somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we looked at earlier this week, when we were looking at the pattern for the storm, we were not necessarily in agreement with how far north the data took it. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously you're only as good as your last model run. I mean, you can try to go against it, and at some point you got to cave.
Well, yeah, I mean, if every model on the planet is suggesting it, there's really not a good reason to fight it. Especially again this early in the season because it's uncommon. So from a climatology standpoint, combined with what the models were doing, I don't think we made the wrong call to back off. But it's not over.
And I'm also not surprised that it isn't over and that it is doing this. I mean, I'm surprised it's come this far back this quickly. But I'm not surprised that we're seeing adjustments. And the question is going to be does this trend continue the next 24 hours? If that's the case, we don't know where it's going to snow yet.
No.
I mean, honestly, we know it's going to snow generally. But exactly
I feel pretty confident about, Chicago metro area. I feel pretty confident about central Illinois, eastern Iowa. Less confident about Lafayette and Indianapolis and even Louisville getting that far south.
Yeah. And guys, I want to take a second here for a couple things. Make sure you share this with a friend, tag a friend, repost it, all the things. Let folks know that you're watching. And again, real quick, I want to remind you that tonight at 8 o'clock, we have Whiskey and Weather. Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
Whiskey and Weather, 8 p.m. live tonight. We're going to be broadcasting from the Professional Smoke Bargersville location at 8 p.m. tonight. Please do not come in to try and chat as we will be live, and I will literally look at you and tell you to get out. Go hang out up front. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding, but I'm not going to be rude about it. But 8 o'clock tonight. Excited. Got some fun stuff to share with you guys. But let's continue in on the analysis. We talked about the Euro trends. Let's talk about now the Canadian trends because, again, we're seeing substantial trends back south.
Big tick south. It's a big tick south. What, by 4 counties just on the latest run? That's a big shift. Yeah,
if we look at let's just look at the last 2 runs. Old, new. Old, new.
So it increased by 4 inches on the new run for Indianapolis.
Yeah. And even out in Iowa, it took the heavy band about 3 or 4 counties south.
Yeah, at least.
Again, you can't say that one is right or wrong at this point. It's not. We're not there yet. It's Wednesday. The storm's on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we do have another 24 to 36 hours of probably this to it.
At least, and I'm going to be honest, Michael, we've seen situations the past couple of years where the models didn't really sort it out until 24 hours out. So it wouldn't shock me if we're still adjusting some things on Friday. I think the bottom line here is there's going to be an impactful winter storm across the Midwest, potentially into the Ohio Valley. Just fine-tuning that track at this point. I would say if you're in the middle of this right now, that's probably I'd be feeling the best. Because whether it runs north or south, you're in a good spot right now.
And for folks asking, this is for Saturday, Friday into Saturday, into early Sunday morning. For those of you asking, so and that helps me lead into my next point. I want to talk about real quick. I saw this from Tim. Tim, we appreciate that, by the way. And here's the deal. Here's the thought process behind getting away from doing a lot of these free streams. As much as I enjoy them, we have a very loyal fan base and following, and it's being proven right now in the hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are subscribing to Clarity Home, because what we're doing is we are transitioning our coverage and our streams to Clarity. And we will be notifying folks inside of Clarity when we do the client lives. Now, 40% off right now, which means you can get it for $59 a year or 17 pennies a day.
Yeah.
So
and if you landscaping, snow removal,
the
Pro
things.
version is 40% off as well. I think that takes it down to $417. Pavecast is 40% off as well. And so it's a really, really great deal right now to get in, especially with the winter weather that's coming.
100%. So just wanted to share that with you. We are going to continue to I did a client live this morning and had a ton of people interact and come in and watch it. We are going to transition to that. I'm going to keep doing the lives for this storm through early next week until our sale is up. But after that, I'm just telling you, no matter what your comments are and what you say on here, that's the direction we're going. We've done this for free for 14 years, and it's ran its course, and we love you all, but that's where we're going. If you don't want to miss out, I'm just telling you, that's where you need to go.
And two comments that I saw come in that I want to address. Number one, somebody asked, would it be that price forever? Yes, assuming you don't add new things on. The price is locked in, so your renewal next year will be the same price. Also, new subscribers only with this deal right now. And then the third comment I saw was somebody said Indiana is going to crush Purdue, and yes, thank you.
Yes, they are. They are. Dan Arnold says, I'm going to sign up. Hey, we appreciate you, Dan. We hope you do. We appreciate you guys. But awesome. Just want to put that out there. All right, let's get back to the analysis because we are here to update you on the weather overall as well. It's absolutely what we're here to do. We've shown you the European, American, and the Canadian. So let's show the GFS trends, the ensemble. So Brett, tell us what an ensemble is and why. Here, I'm just going to do this to make it simple for the people, the last two runs. What is the ensemble of the GEFS?
Yeah, so the ensembles, we talk a lot about the individual models, the American GFS, the European ECMWF. They have their own ensembles as well, where they put 30 different versions of the GFS model together and blend it all into a mean. And so there's more than just the one or two models that we so often talk about. There's actually over 100 different models that go into the American data and the European data. And so this is a great way to look at a better consensus rather than just one or two models that can be very volatile.
100%. Yep. And you can see the clear and present trend, south and east, pretty significant. Actually, this is a rather significant jump. That's the American. Let's go check out the European, shall we? Let's look at the last two trends there just to see what it did. And so you guys can see the European ensemble, similar to the American, except there's actually more ensemble members.
Yes, I believe there's 51
There's
or
103.
103 now.
Yeah.
The old version was 51, 103 now. So that big of a tick, that's substantial when you factor in how many models are in there.
Yep.
If just the European model had trended south, but the ensembles didn't, then I'd be like, okay, it's probably not real.
Yep.
But because all of the mean here, all of the 103 models as a mean shifted south, that gives us some more confidence that it's a realistic trend.
Yep, I agree. And I want to show this. This has been the one that hasn't really wavered much. This is the AI European. And it's had little wobbles, but for the most part, it's been the most consistent solution, especially with how far south it's been.
Yeah.
Let me show you the latest run, the latest two runs, just so you can see that. Right there. Let's see. This is 14108. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So again, you can see the latest run. It's clicking back south a little bit too. And what we're looking at is the overall picture of the trend. We're not looking at the actual snowfall data numbers here, by the way. This is the blend of weather models. So this is like we're taking everything and we're looking at the trend of the last three runs, and you can see substantial trends south. In fact, the latest runs that have come in are bringing it even further south than this. We just don't have them on this plot.
Yeah, and the snow totals that this model has up across Iowa and Illinois and Wisconsin are kind of insane.
Yeah,
to be honest, that's a crazy amount of snow. I would suspect it's too broad brushed, but it could be picking up on some of the locally higher totals up there.
Yeah. I mean, there is a way. There's an updated version of this we could show people. This is what we call the parallel or the new version of this model here. We could go and show you real quick. Great Lakes, and look at what it's saying, Brett. Snow total in inches out through. This is the 15Z out through Monday evening, and we'll share. Is that being shared? Yep. It's on. And so again, you can see just
and it's not quite as aggressive.
It's not, but it still has multiple double-digit snow totals.
It does.
and again, snow extending nearly down to the river.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
from a blend solution, this is aggressive.
Yeah.
It is aggressive. So, guys, awesome. Hey, just joined Clarity. How about that? Look at you. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of you who are supporting and interacting. Andrew said you didn't get the notification. We have that fixed. You will get the next one.
Yep.
Promise you.
It was in the Nowcast. It
Yep.
might still even be in there. I don't remember for sure. But if you reach out, we can send you that link.
And just make sure you have notifications on.
Yeah.
On your app. If you don't have notifications on, you're not going to get it. Link for Clarity not working and not able to copy. Lauren's in here or someone's in here. She'll get you the link. So no problem. We'll get it taken care of. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, we appreciate you. Let's go into just real quick again. I'm going to keep pushing this because I'm excited for this. Weather and Whiskey at 8 o'clock tonight, 8 p.m. That's our next live Q&A, talking weather.
I like how it almost looks like it's snowing out of the whiskey.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's tonight, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be live again. So, let's shift gears to maybe simulated radar. What do we want to go? Just show GFS on
GFS, yeah, on
Synoptic.
Synoptic.
Okay.
Might be a little too cold. We'll talk about the warm nose. I think that's the biggest risk of the season.
Okay.
Of the storm. Would
Of the
you
storm.
agree?
I would agree. I'm going to keep this up so folks can make sure they're taking advantage of the 40% off, because again, after this storm, live streams are going to the client wall. So I just want to make sure we continue to reiterate that. Let me go to Synoptic, which, by the way, is our website. And you can subscribe to Synoptic models for free. It's beta right now, synopticwx.com, and you can watch model data come in on a fully interactive, very quick loading, fun platform. What I'll do is I'll toss the time bar up here. And Brett, you've really been looking at this a lot more than I have. So you walk me through, and I will start you here.
So snow really ramps up across Iowa, Minnesota, Missouri, Western Illinois Friday night. Probably the thing about Iowa and Missouri and Western Illinois, it's a long duration event. This is not an event that is quick in and out. It is going to take a while to get through, especially in those areas. And that's one of the reasons why they have so much snow up there. What does start to happen as we continue to go throughout the forecast time frame is a warm front will work into the Ohio Valley as we work into Saturday morning. I do think at first here, Michael, across Indiana, there can be some dry air that we're going to be battling with.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of that may not hit the ground. I think some light snow showers possible on Saturday morning. Some minor accumulations will certainly be possible because it's going to be plenty cold.
Mm-hmm.
But I think our main thump of snow comes later into the day and into Saturday night. Regardless, though, out to the west, you can just see the entire state of Iowa, northern Missouri, northern Illinois just socked in with snow as we go throughout the day on Saturday. And you can kind of see the broken nature in Indiana and in Ohio as we go throughout Saturday afternoon, still dealing with some of that dry air. I think it's shortly after kind of 4 to 5 p.m., the main thump of snow starts to work in. So Michael's drawing here where the warm front is, where the cold front is. The biggest concern that we have right now, how far north does that warm front and that warm air get?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because there's a very strong what we call low-level jet. A lot of times, model data can underdo the warm nose with that, especially this GFS model.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be shocked if it's a little bit too cold with its forecast. Actually, it's 33 degrees. Mm-hmm. So that's something to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm. Let's go forward to there's 10 p.m.
Yeah, it tries to cool it back down as we get into the overnight a little bit. 32 degrees, but a nice thump of snow working across really a good majority of Indiana and into Ohio. Persistent snow continuing across Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin. I think that with the temperatures that you're showing there on the right, my biggest concern would be kind of Bloomington to Louisville to Evansville in terms of maybe the GFS being a little bit too snowy.
So probably
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in here.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. And I'll show you real quick what he's talking about with the totals in just a second. Let's go. This is 10 p.m.
Yep.
That's 10 p.m. Saturday. Let's go to 4 a.m. And again, you can kind of see 4 a.m. Sunday. We're above freezing in a large sector of this snow event.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd event in terms of I feel like most of the time we start warm and end up colder. This one is going to start cold and end up warmer. And so we're probably actually going to end with some rain and above freezing temperatures. So you may get snow on the ground and some of it may actually melt a little bit as the system starts to end before a lot of cold air comes in on the backside.
Yeah, and I was going to say one thing I talked about earlier is the rush of Arctic air behind it and probably a large refreeze potential Sunday morning.
Yeah, I think the one potential saving grace is that it will be very windy. But I agree with you, especially in sheltered areas. There probably will be some refreeze as we go throughout the day on Sunday.
So let's talk about what the totals are from this particular model, and then we will show you the warmer solution, the European. Just because there is, listen, there is a caveat to this is there's warmer versions of the forecast. All right, this is not a slam dunk yet, right? So keep that in mind. We're showing you one solution where a lot of models trended towards today, but that doesn't mean this is the right solution either. Right?
Yeah, and again, back to the area that we circled a little bit earlier in southwestern and southern Indiana, I think that's the main concern area. Again, just how far north does that warm nose get?
Kind of through here, maybe even also up into here too.
Yeah, I think that along I-70 and points south are the biggest risk areas. And I think that there's a risk even in terms of some of the 5-inch totals that it's showing for Indy.
Yep. Yeah. So, what Brett's saying here is a lot of question marks in here. Is this too aggressive? My gut says it might be. Probably is, unless the trend south just continues to come in.
We're 3 days out.
We're 3 days out.
Really.
The one thing the models are absolutely confident on right now is the very heavy snow coming through Iowa, northern Illinois, and southern Wisconsin. Most models are putting out a foot of snow across these areas. So I know that the guys were debating on this earlier. Is that right? Is that wrong? Well, we don't know yet.
I do think
impressive.
A pretty widespread swath of 8 to 12 inches is likely up there. 12 inches plus could be on the table in spots. I suspect it will not be as widespread as what some of the data has.
Here's the European.
Like that, for example.
Yeah, and that's pretty wild. Let's go to the 10-1 to try and tone it down a little bit.
That might be a little more realistic, at least.
But look at what we're saying here. What Brett was saying is this area here is under major question. The European right now is the furthest northwest solution of all of the models, by the way.
Yeah,
it is. But it still has this solution of the warm nose getting well into this storm because of how strong it is with the warm air advection.
Yeah. I will say this is the 6C run. So the new run is a little bit
right, it is 6C, isn't it?
little bit further south.
Let's look at that real quick. Just we have a site that has the 12Z in. And here it is. Here's the 12Z European.
Still
heavy as hell.
Still very heavy. Still further north, but not as far north as the 6C.
Yeah, and we can look at that here in the 1 hour precip. You can kind of see the suggestions right here. But let's go to the previous run, and you can see it's a little cooler, but not. It's pretty similar too, really. You know what I'm saying? It's not that different.
Yeah.
If anything, this I'm noticing. Well, there's actually that too. Here's one thing. You know what? I want to show the people this. I had it in our messages. I'm going to pull it up. The reasoning for what we were seeing, and that is, I believe, is this. I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
This is the GEFS Ensemble. We're going to get a little technical for you real quick. This is the trend of the last 5 runs. I want you to look at 2 areas right there in Iowa and then off the coast of California. So we're noticing 2 things. A deeper, more negative tilt trough in this, which is allowing a better connection to the polar vortex.
So the lines that you all are seeing, you can see how they track directly from the Arctic Circle down south from the Arctic Circle through the Central Plains and into the Ohio Valley, which means we have a direct tap to the polar vortex and very Arctic air. Normally very favorable for snow around here.
Yep. And I think that's why the data is trending in the way that it is right now. So does that trend continue?
Yeah.
The other thing we're noticing is this piece of energy detaching from the primary trough, pulling back off into the Pacific.
Yep.
Allowing for heights to increase in the Northwest Canada.
Yeah. And if that continues, I will say, I think that's maybe one reason data has struggled with this so much. These upper level lows, these little short waves, data does a very bad job with.
Yep.
And as that detaches naturally, as you mentioned, the heights should come up in the west, and that can suppress storms a little bit more.
Yep. Yeah. So guys, here in just a moment, we'll kind of give you our final takeaway. I do want to make sure I've communicated to y'all. If you watch anywhere in the country, any of the big storm systems that we're going to start talking about are going to go behind a paid wall into Clarity Home or Pro, 40% off right now. If you want to continue to get these lives, this type of analysis, you're going to want to check out the sale. You're going to want to sign up or you're going to miss out on it. I will toss the link in here so that you can check it out. For the most part, folks have been pretty supportive with this. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm not changing my mind. It is what it is. It's the direction we're going. I will be doing lives over on Clarity for sure, so you can scan that and get more information on it. Okay, we don't want to miss y'all. We'd love to have y'all with us. We tried to make it cheap as hell so you can get in there and access it. All right, so one last final mention. Ooh, look at this. Lori, how are you? Yes, thank you, Lori. We appreciate you. One last final mention. Okay, I do want to mention it. Where's it at? Here it comes. Tonight, 8 o'clock. Weather and whiskey. I will be trying whiskey, smoking a cigar, talking about the weather with everybody tonight at 8, and talking about all the latest data too, by the way.
Yeah. Somebody said, so everybody above I-70 should get up to 5 inches. I don't think that's exactly what we said, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
North of I-70.
Here, this is a good one. Brian Welsh said, "Greed, plain and simple." Yeah. These types of comments are exactly why I'm doing this. I just have zero interest in entertaining this crap anymore. That's the problem, is I have ran out of gas with people like you. You don't know who we are. You don't know who I am. You have no idea if I'm some kind of greedy person. I'm not, by the way. But I do run a business. It happens to be a successful one. And regardless of your armchair quarterback comments from behind your screen, we're doing it anyways. So whatever. Which, by the way, real quick, I did want to mention our friends over at Custom Restoration. They kind of like when I get a little snippy.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Should I get out? Should I get out the cowboy hats? I don't.
Hey, it's like, listen, it's not even sharing it. Look at me. There it is. Custom Restoration. No, these guys are powering the stream right now, and we appreciate them so much. Check them out on Facebook, their websites, Custom Restoration. Good folks over there. So
Brian is not invited to whiskey time.
No, he's not. And no. He's not invited to whiskey time.
Tammy, you will be able to see the live stream with the home subscription. Yep.
And we got a comment here. Sarah's been watching for many, many years. Sarah, how are you? Good to see you on here. Do you think travel Saturday is okay between Bloomington and French Lick, or problematic?
There could probably be some slick spots, I would say, with the light snow in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't think it's plowable in the morning, but definitely could be some snow-covered roads.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, I'm blocking our friend Brian. Anyways, yeah, someone said doing it for free for 10 years is not greed. That is absolutely correct. It is not.
Well, and I think the other thing is you're not just getting the live streams,
right?
Too,
Yeah, you're getting
with
clarity. And
you're
all this
getting
stuff. Yeah.
our team. I mean, we've sent out 100 nowcasts today, probably.
Yeah.
Just giving people constant updates on whether that's happening, and tells you way more than a 30% chance that any old weather app can do.
Listen, I guarantee I'll see you, even if you don't want to see me or you don't. I don't want to see you. Somehow we'll end up seeing each other. I run into this guy all over the world. It's very strange. No, he's a good dude. Brian's a good dude. Anyways, listen, we appreciate you all. This has been fun. We like to do these. We like to do the lives and talk weather. Let me show you our final thoughts right now. Our forecast thoughts. And Sharon, by the way, this is a great comment. We're continuing the lives just through the end of this holiday sale. Okay, so we're getting folks in, and once that stops, these we're not going to do these anymore on the free side. So you're signing up because you're going to continue to get this sent to your device when it's live. All right, and I explained that this morning on the client live I sent out that you can go back and watch. But let me show you the kind of the thought process on around here right now. And Brett, this is your doing. Tell us what you're thinking.
This is my doing. So if it doesn't work out, you know
your
where
fault.
to find me.
Yeah.
Yes. So right now we're not quite as aggressive as some of the cold-ist solutions like the GFS because of the warm nose that we talked about. But I do think both Saturday morning and Saturday evening, there can be a thump of snow, 2 to 3 inches across the Indy metro area. What you will notice, very tight gradient. Very tight gradient from Lafayette, which is 4 to 6, to Bloomington, which is 1 to 2 inches of snow. The lesser or the further south you go, the lesser the totals are going to be. Most confident area, Chicago, Rockford, Davenport, Madison, Kenosha, 8 to 12 inches of snow. Could even be some higher totals in there. Regardless, guys, this is early in the season. In fact, we looked. We got 3 inches in November last year, but we've not gotten more than 4 inches in Indianapolis in a November storm since I think it was 1975. And so 2 to 3 inches is up there all time in terms of November snows. It just doesn't happen in terms of really big snows. I think this is a totally reasonable estimate at this distance. If you're in the green area, I'd be monitoring for adjustments and trends as we move forward, though.
Yep. Someone said, can you do this into Central Ohio? We cover the entire United States.
Yep.
So Clarity covers everything. Let's see. Will the lives will the lives on app push out notifications? Yes.
Yep.
Live update will get pushed right to your phone, Derek. You'll see it just like that. You should create a free version of Clarity every time Brian opens the app. It's a picture of you smoking cigar and drinking bourbon. This guy knows who I am. This is my language. Andrew is speaking my language right now. In fact, I'm going to have one in memory of Brian tonight because I blocked him a little bit ago. Yeah. So his ass has been blocked off the stream. So.
Which, we're not doing them.
Yeah. Don't care.
Yeah.
It's hard to care. So, no, nonetheless, guys, again, we appreciate everybody. Back tonight at 8 o'clock. Whiskey and Weather, a cigar, Professional Smoker in Bargersville will be streaming live from there. And we will be putting information out on the page, just much less than what it has been. All right. So again, if you all want to join, like this person says here, if we have questions on joining anyone to chat with, yes, one of my team members will be with you momentarily. But you can sign up. You can scan this and sign up. It's pretty simple to do. So,
yep, and all over the country.
Yep, all over the country. With that said, let's take a couple of questions to wrap this up. Let's take a couple of questions. Are your actual offices in Indy? Yes, they are. Yes, they are in Indy. Yep. Will the lives include weather and whiskey? On Wednesday nights, they will. On Wednesday nights, they will include weather and some whiskey. Let's see.
Weather and whiskey.
Big fan over here, random, but I run a local bourbon group and review blog. Would love to gift you some Glenn Carnes, what are the best way to get them to you? Michael, email us, info@bamwx.com, and we will hook up. We'd love it. Let's see. Mika, thank you. You've been here for a long time, and you're an awesome dude. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
Callahan's on.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, we're probably not going to get a snow day down that far south. Sorry.
Sorry, Callahan. Get back to work. Just kidding.
She's off today. She's still working, though.
Does Clarity Home include the models? It does in the videos that we do the analysis on. So in the videos, when you watch them, you'll see them. But there's no like weather models in Clarity Home. But you can go to Synoptic and sign up for free and look at the models on your own, synopticwx.com, and do that. So,
yep.
Can I gift Clarity Weather?
Yes.
Yes, you can. Do you know how to do that?
I would email info@bamwx.com for help. Yeah,
they'll help you. Alyssa is standing by the phones, alive and waiting for your call, even though you're not calling, you're emailing. I always like to say call. We used to have those shows where they did the live people in the background. I remember
the Friends episode where Joey was all dressed up to do that, and then
would you consider doing a model reading education section in Clarity video? Yeah, sure. What the heck? Might even do it in a client live for you.
That would be fun.
The Canadian will be added to Synoptic soon. We'll continue to do that for sure. So sign up links in the comments to continue to get these lives after the storm passes. But what we're going to do now is we're going to sign off. Barb Land just signed up to Clarity. Welcome, Yay. Barb. We love to see it. Brian says the whole BAM team is first rate, and the new fella, Chrissy's husband, is awesome. Mr. Paul Strack is a good dude. So, Brian, good to see you. And go check out Brian's running the Bonefish over in Center Grove, and he has for many, many years. It's an excellent establishment.
Really good.
Yeah, go check out Bonefish Grill, and tell Brian you saw him on BAM. And Brian, all you need to do now is just give me a steak. So, anyways, thank you guys. We'll be back at 8 p.m. tonight. 8 p.m. tonight, live, weather and whiskey, and a cigar, and the latest on the weekend storm threat across the Ohio Valley.
All right.
See you guys.